to Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium and the home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. The Rambling Wreck is here, and these fans have been waiting since early in the day to get this one cranked up. Today's matchup, a Peach State showdown where battle lines have been drawn from Savannah to Atlanta. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Georgia State Panthers, taking on a team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Georgia State will kick it off to get this game started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Georgia Tech's offense will go to work first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Georgia Tech. They had some holes to fill on the roster. They've gone into the portal. They brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think this staff feels right now addressing those areas of need, David?
Well, I think you feel really good about bringing in quality depth, experience depth. But now the trick is to merge it with your other guys and everybody get on the same page, and moving in the same direction.
The coaching staff is so excited, too. They feel like if they can stay healthy, they can take an extra step versus where they were a year ago because of these new bodies they found through the portal.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Anderson will throw. Lofts one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return.
That big dude should not be. That boy 6'5" returning punts. Get that boy up out of here. EA, what y'all doing? Oh no, he's rich. No, we can't use him. He's on rich. Can't use him. Oh no, he's not a rich.
Georgia State Panthers offense will take the field
We
for
using
the
Brooks
first
the
time.
Cooks?
And what a
Brooks the
performance
Cooks?
this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws for the tight end. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
He'll go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
The give on the option. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his big tight end. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
A 1st down run in the red zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's going for the goal line. And they will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They took it 71 yards down the field. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He'll pull it on the read. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with...
Breaks into the open. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Anderson wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. The Yellow Jackets are marching down the field. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on 1st down. Safe little shovel pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And the Yellow Jackets line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Looking down the middle. Pulls it in. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Oh, he's got a chance. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Yellow Jackets are threatening in the red zone. Wide receiver going in motion. Anderson will throw. Pucks it out of the air. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
And the Panthers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Isaac. The Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Try to get it to the edge. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. We've reached the break. Georgia State has the lead, and we've reached the end of 1. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Turning it on. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
Well, he hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels.
It's incomplete. I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Quarterback making checks. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range there. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Complete. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
He'll keep it himself. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia State. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Texas A&M is on top right now, but kind of fittingly for the First Lady of Aggie Land, Reveille, this has been a dogfight today. They're up by 7 over the Rebels. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun to give to the back. Breaks the tackle. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Anderson wants to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Opening play of the drive from the 39. He might want another play. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Catch in the middle, it's Isaac. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Off the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
They'll keep it on the ground here, off right tackle. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking for a gap. It's Osborne. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So,
going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. From the gun, he'll try to throw. He's got it, first down and more. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Georgia State now has it in the red zone. Leaves it with the back. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Marches ahead. Touchdown, Georgia State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Sends it back in motion. Anderson will throw. Quickly complete. The Yellow Jackets come to the line in the hurry-up. corners are walked up tight. To the air on second down. Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Trying play action. Got it in the middle. It's golden. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Phillips. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Yellow Jackets will have it 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He wants it all. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
The give to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Might be changing the route. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. A strike downfield.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Finds his big tight end. Inside the 20, stopped at the 19 as they try to get a score on the board before the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Atlanta. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. the offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the flats at Bobby Dodd Stadium.
And the Yellow Jackets will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it for a big play. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Love the coverage on the back end. The defenders staying right by the receiver, the intended target. As a result, that ball's incomplete.
Wants to fire on second down. Pocket breaking down. Under heat, he gets rid of it. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Wants to throw again. Throws to the wideout. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Nebraska is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up by 38 over the Rebels. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Using his feet. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the third quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put him in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. The play action fake. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
That's his second sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him. Let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
Yeah, and listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick longer.
Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. The Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And the Panthers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. He turns that loose down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch called for and made. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Anderson wants to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. Third play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. That's caught. It's Bryant. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Smashes through the tackle. There he goes. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Panthers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
They go to the ground. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. what a disappointment. No good. Had a chance to make this lead 20, but we're still sitting on a 17. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Anderson will throw. Got his man quickly. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Yellow Jackets come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking for a crease. It's Boo. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll try to sneak it. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. And the Yellow Jackets will move the sticks.
And defensively, man, you just want to get to 4th down, right? Give yourself an opportunity. And even though it's 4th and 1, try to get the stop, especially this part of the field where they could come away with points and kick a field goal, or they could come away with a touchdown. Man, I want to get this stop and get off the field, but the offense executed. Defense just missed that.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
It's a nice gain, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Fires to the big fella. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught over the middle, it's Phillips. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! A great catch and run for 6. Getting set for the point after. Let's see, he can block, he can catch, he can run. Yeah, let's just forget about the blocking for now. The catching, the running, the scoring is dangerous.
And they do the dirty work, but this is what they would prefer to do. These guys want to catch touchdown passes. Most of these guys were wide receivers in high school, and they show you why. They'll go up, get that football, make plays for the quarterback.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Georgia State will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll signal for and make the fair catch right around midfield. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Now the play fake. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Got him downfield. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll try the run. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
To the ground with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
That's caught. It's Murray. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Osborne. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
On the run, it's Osborne. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Now, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see Lyman losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the ball.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And they turn it to a defensive score.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football, looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Auburn is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 24 over the Groupers. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Going to swing it on second down. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Offense changing the play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He lost one down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin them deep. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Here's the conundrum for the defensive coordinator. Do you stay aggressive or do you protect and play a little more conservatively with the lead and just a few minutes left? And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. All right, guys, let's talk about Georgia Tech. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward because losing...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. Anderson wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds. And now the offense trying to score one late. The Yellow Jackets will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Defense not fooled there in a 2-minute situation. This offense trying to go quick game, trying to catch some blocks to see if they can spring that guy, but the defensive pursuit just too good on that one.
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And, man, this thing looked like it was going the other way. How about this 4th quarter, man? What a swing of momentum. You say, putting multiple touchdowns. Together and taking the lead. What an exciting 4th quarter.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. looking to throw on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football, making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
Sets up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Got the first down and more. And he takes it all the way down.